So, this is a special request today. So I've been asked to make rock buns. Years since I'd made rock buns and thoroughly enjoyed them when I actually made them as a trial last week. So here we go. We've got 200 grams of self-raising flour here with 1 teaspoon of baking powder and 1.5 teaspoons of mixed spice. Now if you don't have mixed spice, a combination of cinnamon, nutmeg, clove, maybe a bit of ginger, things like that would do. Leave it out. I mean, you know, this just gives it obviously a little bit of a spicier. I always think it's a Christmassy taste actually when you use mixed spice. But they're just obviously sifted straight into the bowl. We have 100 grams of butter, 85 of soft brown sugar. Now it's a light brown sugar I'm using, but if you've got muscovado, if you've only got white sugar, really don't worry. Sugars are versatile. 125 grams of fruit. Now I'm not going to say to you what kind of fruit. This was currants, it was literally what was left in the bag, but if you've got raisins, sultanas, whatever. A mixture of all if you like, but 125 grams. And 1 beaten egg with 2 tablespoons of milk. So we're just going to put the butter straight into the flour, and then we're going to just give it a bit of a whisk up till it's a bit like breadcrumbs. So I'll just stop talking for a second, it'll be noisy. Now, unlike if you're making pastry, your butter doesn't need to be soft for this, and it'll actually mix in much quicker if it's not soft, cold. It'll mix in much quicker if it's not cold. Just add sugar straight in and your fruit. Give it a quick mix round, mix through, and then we're just going to add the egg. Now I'm going to tell you something about this, so this is entirely up to yourself at this point. I have done it with 1 egg and 2 tablespoons of milk. However, if you prefer a firm bun, then leave the milk out. I prefer my buns to be a bit softer and squidgier, and then, well, you know, why wouldn't you when you reach my age? I think everybody's buns are a bit softer and squidgier, but that aside. So if you want your buns to be firm and hard, round, then leave the milk out. But if you don't mind them, I'm going to laugh, if you don't mind them actually spacing out or spreading out a wee bit like we do when we sit down, then put the milk in. Hope you followed that. If not, you know the recipe will be up in the orkneynews.scot. So we'll just mix these together. It won't take very long. Just do it with your wooden spoon. You can use your mixer, but if you use the mixer, you're just running the risk of beating out your currants a little, breaking them up. So that's it, like that. Give it a scrape down. Now your oven is at 180 degrees centigrade, which is 350 Fahrenheit, gas mark 4. We're going to go into the centre of the oven for 20 to 25 minutes. Check after the 20. It's not like a cake, so it won't fall. So check after 20. Now, people always say, I bet you don't. I bet you do. This was last week's piece of paper. You know, waste not, want not. Just keep everything to hand and use it. You'll know when you have to stop using it. Probably when you open your oven and it smokes. But hey ho. Right, you're going to just put a blob. Now these will depend what size you want them yourself. I'm just going to just do them like this. Now I'm only going to put 6 or so on a tray at once because they will spread. So we're going to space them out. Good size and good ways apart. Whoops. And I think that, do you know what, we've had snow today. What day are we on, Kenny? 12th? 11th? 12th of May. We had snow this morning. Honestly. But hey ho. I could just say it's Orkney. But hey ho, it's Scotland. It's what you expect. You never know the minute. Sunbathing last week I was. And I'm back to my winter woolies the day. And then they do say, near cast a clout until May's out, don't they? Dear.
Sunbathing's not allowed.
Sunbathing's not allowed. That's only because you're working on the DIYing the house. My goodness. Wonder how many, in fact, let me know how many other folk are getting loads of things done in their house during lockdown. I appreciate not everybody is on lockdown, that there's some people having to go out to work, but I'm interested to know what other household chores are being done that have been being put off for a long time. I'm going to just space them out. Now you can make these bigger if you like. If you make them small enough you can eat 2 at a time. So into the middle of the oven for 20 to 25 minutes. Then we'll just come back and take them out in a wee while. Bye. Okay, moment of truth. Moment of truth actually. I forgot to put my sugar on the top. So if you have some like just demerara sugar or even just like a sugar cube that you can batter up a wee bit, just sprinkle over the top. I did come back and do it, but silly woman. Oh, look at the colour of those. You can make these bigger if you want. The second load I did was a wee bitty bigger, so it's entirely up to yourself. Again, if you're wanting them softer, the bigger you make them, the softer they'll be inside. But you'll get anything between 9 and, well, I've got about 14 here, so it does just depend on how big you make them. But as you can see, these ones have actually started to spread a wee bit and join up, and there really wasn't an awful lot more on those. But anyway, that's it. That's the rock bun recipe as requested. Hope they're okay. So as always, just like what you see, give us a wee subscribe and a wee comment, that would be much appreciated. Share it around, let other people see them. Just basic home cooking, as you know. And thank you very much for watching. Need any help? burntnewnews.scot. Stay safe everyone. Bye.